I'm hanging up. He had never spoken to me like that before. By the time I gathered myself, the call had already ended, long ago. I looked at the clock. It wasn't even 8 yet. That wasn't late by any measure. There was a time when I could call Callum at 3 or 4 in the morning, and he'd answer right away, asking what was wrong. Now, my call was just a nuisance. I let out a quiet, bitter laugh and pulled the blanket tighter around me. Maybe I was just too tired. Even the thunder, the wind, the sudden downpour, none of it could wake me. Not until the window shattered. And in my drowsy haze, I fell into a pair of warm, rain-drenched arms. "Callum, what's wrong?" I asked. His body was tense. In the dark, his hand reached out to touch my cheek. Only after confirming there were no tears did he finally explode. "Diana, there's thunder and pouring rain, and you won't answer your phone or reply to my messages. Are you trying to scare me to death?" It was only then I noticed the sound of rain against my windows. A delayed wave of fear surged up, and I instinctively gripped his hand. My voice was hoarse. I didn't hear it. Sean had passed on a night like this. Ever since, I couldn't sleep when it rained. Neither could Callum. For 5 years, we'd gotten through stormy nights hand in hand, comforting each other through the dread. He would whisper to me over and over again, telling me not to be afraid. But now, his face was pale. He stared at me for a long time before speaking. "You're staying at my place tonight." I pulled away and shook my head. "You have someone you like now. It wouldn't be appropriate." His concern had briefly thawed the numbness in my chest. But then my eyes caught the faint lipstick stain on his collar, and the warmth slipped away, swallowed whole by a cold void. His expression darkened. His voice was sharp. "Diana, don't be like this. I left Corinne at the restaurant because I knew you'd be scared. And now what? You want to stay here? Call me after I go back, crying and begging me to come over again? Might as well save us both the trouble and come now." I pressed my lips together and said nothing. In the past, I could call him because we only had each other, and he was scared too, but now he had someone else. No matter how tangled my feelings were, I couldn't justify inserting myself into someone else's relationship. I turned toward my bedroom. "I'm not going. Go be with your partner. I'll be fine on my own." Before I could take another step, Callum grabbed my wrist and yanked me toward the door. His grip was tight, painful. I struggled hard. "Callum, what the hell are you doing? I said I'm not going." He frowned, irritation flickering across his face. Then, without a word, he lost his patience. He swept me into his arms, holding me tightly. He carried me outside, grabbing an umbrella on the way out. The rain fell hard, but my body stayed dry. His didn't. His shoulders were quickly soaked through. Despite myself, I felt a pang of worry. What if he caught a cold? I stopped struggling and rested quietly against him. But after only a few steps, he froze. His whole body tensed. I turned my head. Not far away stood Corinne. Her umbrella lay on the ground, rain drenching her hair and clothes. Tears and rain mixed on her pale face. She swayed slightly, her voice barely audible.